it's story time with Miss Dina, and we're going to be reading this story, The Water Princess. Hello, friends. So it is story time, and we're going to be reading this book. But before we get started, I want to go over some vocabulary words with you. So we have our first word here, princess. The daughter of a king or queen, an important person in a kingdom. That's what a princess is. And if you're wondering what a kingdom is, it's a country led by a king or queen. Our next word here is command. It means to give directions as an important person, such as a princess. Demand, to say something with the idea that it will be done immediately. So if you demand something from someone, you are expecting that it be done right away. The next word is journey, which means a trip or to travel. Maman is a French word for mom or mama. Maman. Didn't know I could speak French. Energy. This is the power your body has to do things, which comes from eating food and drinking water. So it's important to fuel your body with good and healthy foods so you can have good energy. The next word here is well. And I touched on this in one of our videos based on the water study. But it's simply a water source for getting water from underground, sometimes with a machine. And I don't know if you remember, if you haven't watched the video, go back and watch it. It's one of the water study videos. But anyway, I explained that sometimes there is a bucket on a rope with a handle that you crank and it turns the rope. And it either raises the rope or it lowers it. And they had to lower the bucket into the water and then raise it back up to get water. All right, this next word is another French word, maintenant. Maintenant. It means now. You'll hear in the story, I'll point it out. But her mother uses the word, and she means business. She means right now. The next word is ache. To hurt from doing hard work. Have you ever done some hard work and then you were feeling kind of achy in your body afterwards? That's what it means, ache. Hurt from doing hard work. Our next word is boils. And boils means to make water so hot it bubbles, which helps kill germs in water. So we'll discuss that a little bit more. And then the last thing is in quotes because it's a common phrase, make it last. So you may have heard your parents say, make it last. They're simply saying, do something slowly so it is not over too soon. So maybe they gave you something to play with, and the more you play with it, it goes away. So they might tell you to make it last, meaning play with it slowly so it doesn't go away and then you don't have it anymore. So you'll hear that in the story as well. So let's read these words again. Princess, kingdom, command, demand, journey, maman, energy, well, maintenant, ache, boils, and make it last. So those are our vocabulary words, and we're going to read this story story, which is about a little girl named Gigi. I'm sorry, Gigi. It's pronounced a little bit differently. Gigi. And her mother traveled far, far away to get water for the family. They carry home the water in pots and clean it before they drink and cook with it. Gigi wishes she could command the water to come closer and run clearer. Can she make it happen? Let's find out and see. The Water Princess. This is the front cover. And we have the back cover. And here we have the spine. The spine. Remember, that's the part that holds the pages together. Then we have the author. It says, written by Susan Verde, illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. Remember, the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. And this is based on a true story. The Water Princess. I am Princess Gigi. My kingdom, the African sky, so wide and so close. I can almost touch the sharp edges of the stars. I can tame wild dogs with my song. I can make tall grass sway when I dance. I can make the wind play hide and seek. But I cannot make the water come closer. I cannot make the water run clearer. No matter what I command. Now, Gigi can do a lot of things, such as tame wild dogs. She can make the grass sway, and she makes the wind play hide and seek. But I wonder why she wants to make the water come closer. It is early morning, still dark. My mother wakes me. Gigi, my princess, it is time to get up. We must collect the water. I wonder why they're getting up so early when it's still dark. Water, come. Do not make me wake before even the sun is out of bed, I demand. Come, please, I say. But the water won't listen, and I know we will have to walk so far to the well. I am too sleepy to put on my crown. I think of the pot that will rest on my braids instead. The thirst comes quick, dry lips, dry throat. I squeeze my eyes shut. I see it, clear. I dip my toes in it, cool. I scoop it up and bring it to my lips. What is she imagining? Yeah, she's imagining clean water. Slowly, I open my eyes. Nothing. I kick the dust. I think she must be feeling mad. Look at her face. I grab my empty pot and place it upon my head. My mother does the same, and our journey begins, full of song. My mama adds her melody. Our steps are light. We twirl and laugh together. The miles give us room to dance. Halfway there, we stopped for a moment at the giant kariti tree, long enough to grab a handful of sweet shea nuts for energy. We keep the dance going just a little longer. Mama, are we there yet? Finally, I hear the water running from the well, the giggles of my friends, the chatter of women. Some have traveled farther than I, only to return home when the sun has gone to bed. Maman holds our place while I play with friends. The dance continues. The water is flowing. Pots filling with the dusty, earth-colored liquid. Gigi, come, maintenant. My turn now. Remember, that's where I said that means now. She said, come now. The dance home has slowed to careful steps. My thirst so heavy, like the full pot I carry. Our song is softer now. Our shoulders ache, our feet cramp. I see home at last. Maman boils enough water for drinking. We wait. We wash our clothes. We prepare food for cooking. My father comes quickly from the fields to share in the drink and the meal. He scoops me up. My princess, you have returned with the water. Drink, Maman says, finally. Every sip fills me with energy. I want to make it last, but I can't. I gulp it down. So remember, she wanted to make it last. She wanted it to last longer, but she just couldn't. She gulped it down. Clothes and body clean. I sing to the dogs. I dance with the tall grass. I hide from the wind. Maman brings one last cup she has saved just for me. Drink, my princess. Sleep, my princess. Tomorrow we journey again. Maman, I say as I close my eyes, why is the water so far? Why is the water not clear? Where is our water? Sleep, she says. Dream, she says. Someday you will find a way, my princess. Someday. I am Princess Gigi. My kingdom, the African sky, the dusty earth, and someday the flowing, cool, crystal clear water. Someday. As Princess Gigi falls asleep, she dreams of someday bringing cool, clear water to her kingdom. I wonder how she's going to do that. Now, this isn't part of the story. This just kind of gives a background of the story, so I wanted to read this. It says, imagine your life without water. No kitchen faucet to fill your glass when you are thirsty. No shower or bathtub to clean your body. Imagine you couldn't go to school because you had to spend each day walking for miles just to get water and not even know if the water you reach will be clean. This is true for nearly 1 billion people around the world. That's 1 out of every 6 who doesn't have access to clean water. This crisis is what motivated African model Georgie Badio to work to make a difference and get clean water to those in need. As a young girl in Burkina Faso, Georgie spent her summers living with her grandmother. Every morning, Georgie and the other girls and the women of the village walked for miles to fill pots with water and return it home to be used for basics: drinking, bathing, and cooking, only to wake up the next morning and make the journey again. Georgie knows firsthand the suffering and struggle of all those without clean water. In Burkina Faso alone, nearly a quarter of the population has no access to clean water. Both illnesses from contaminated water and the time it takes to collect water every day prevent many children from going to school. The walk itself is on average 4 miles each day, which is the length of about 70 football fields. The Water Princess is a story inspired by Georgie's own childhood and her wish that the water would come to her and those in her community. Together with Ryan's well, Georgie is working to make a change and bring this basic right, this source of life, to the people of Burkina Faso and beyond. We hope the story brings awareness to the ongoing crisis and inspires you to be part of the change. So this story is based on a real person, which means the author took what really happened to someone to write the story. When Georgie Badia was a little girl, she would collect water from far away for her family, just like Gigi. And now that she has grown up, she helps build wells so people can get clean water without traveling so far. I think she made her dream come true, don't you? I wonder why this story is called The Water Princess. Who is the Water Princess? I hope you enjoyed this story called The Water Princess. This is our first read aloud. There will be a second and third read aloud, so stay tuned for those coming up. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below, and I'll see you on the next video.